Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we are going to be diagnosing the fast idle air valve. So this is the FITV, if I believe so, or the FIAV, but it's basically another valve which helps with the idle of the car. So I want to show you where it is first. So I removed the air duct that goes right here, and it is right there on the floor, as you can see. And now, once you remove that, you should have better access to the valve. It is held by 3 10mm bolts, and as soon as you are able to remove them, you should be able to remove the valve. As you can see, there's coolant coming out of it because coolant does flow through here. But the other thing I wanted to let you guys know is basically because of the location of the valve, you should disconnect this throttle position sensor, and there's also another sensor for the coolant down here. You can see the green connector right there, and then you have the connector for the throttle body connector. So you remove that because it will be in the way. You should remove the 3 10mm bolts, and then you have yourself this valve. Now I'm going to show you the next step of how to basically clean this. Okay, so once you're able to remove this, you can see both Phillips head screws, but one screw also, it got like rounded out at the top, so I was not able to remove it with the screwdriver. But I was able to remove it with the 8mm socket that fits right over it. So you have that option as well. I'm just gonna keep this one in here to hold this cover, but as you can see, there's this piece that we have here. Now, in order to get this out, you basically have to use a flathead screwdriver and unscrew this piece basically like this, and then you should be able to get this part out. And once you do, you should be able to clean it and then put it back in. It looks like I'm actually able to turn this with my finger just by pushing on it or putting enough pressure, but you get the idea. So a couple turns, and this should be out, and you should be able to get it out of place. Make sure you don't damage it with the flathead screwdriver. So as you can see, I was able to remove it. You basically take this part off. You basically just fits right over. So as you need to take it off, be careful you don't drop it, and so you won't lose it. And basically there's like this washer here, so you're basically going to push on this, and it's basically almost like a key. It will lock in the more narrow end of it, but obviously if you push it, it will unlock it. So as soon as you do that, the spring will come out. Be careful to prevent it from like launching in the air and you losing this piece. But this is the piece you don't want to lose. And then you can just clean this, right? Clean it and then put it back together, and then clean the inside as well, and then I will show you how to fit it back into the car. I also wanted to show you this part. So this part is held by 2 Phillips head screwdrivers, and this also can get clogged up because as you can see, coolant does flow in through here and it goes up through the valve itself. So I'm going to remove this before I clean everything, and then show you what's inside. So this is basically what it looks like inside, and as you can see, this is all one piece, so it's not like the other part where you can remove everything. But if I were you, I would just clean this with anything, with a rag. Just make sure none of the no parts of the rag stay in here, obviously not to clog it up. So as you can see, to reinstall it, how I told you earlier, is basically you put the spring over it, you put this piece over it, and you push the thing. It goes in one way and then it locks in the other one. So that's how you install it, and the reverse to remove it. As you can see, everything is clean, and now we're putting it back together. So One of the things that I recommend doing, especially if you want to help this seal even more, is basically using Honda Bond or Permatex around these edges to help this seal better, and that way you don't have any problems with the valve or any air entering the system.